Is Mrs. John, and this is lesson 1 for year 12 mechanics, and this one is for an introduction to forces. Okay, so what is a force? A force is a push or a pull, and the force is measured in a unit called newtons. Now, forces are vectors because they have both size as well as direction, and you represent a force vector by drawing an arrow. That's the head of this arrow, and that's the tail of the arrow. Now, there are a few types of common forces you need to be aware of. One of them is gravity force, where Fg is mg, and gravity force acts on all objects, pulling them towards the center of the earth. And that's the F, the M, and the G, what they stand for. You also have weight force. Weight force acts on whatever the object is resting on. The size of the weight force is the same as gravity force because they're both equal to mg. Friction is a force that opposes motion. Now, reaction force, it's also called normal force, it acts at 90 degrees to the surface on which the object is resting on. So you always show your 90 degrees by doing this. This is your surface, you got your weight force acting down, and you have your reaction force acting up. Tension force, it acts both ways on stretched springs or strings, so the size of the tension force is the same, but one's acting this way, the other one's acting the other way. Support force holds things up and prevents objects from falling. Balanced forces and Newton's first law. When all the forces acting on an object are balanced, the object will either be stationary if it is not moving, or if it's already moving, it will move at constant speed in a straight line. So when the forces are balanced, there is no resultant force and there is no acceleration, and we say that the object is in equilibrium. On the other hand, if the forces are not balanced, we come to Newton's second law. An unbalanced force causes acceleration, and this net force, or the unbalanced force, is given by F equals ma, and the direction of the acceleration will be the same as the direction of the unbalanced force. Now, the unbalanced force is also called resultant force, and that is my lesson 1.